I am God. I am the gingerbread man, and I drive a ginger car. Jesus once said, I am the bread of life. I guess a man is life, yeah. I suppose when I was a child I must have consumed a few gingerbread men. Well, I am the gingerbread man. It's magic. So, and if you don't know what my car looks like, I have a orange Jaguar F-Type R. It's a certain type of orange. I guess you could say it's ginger. So, yeah, I'm posting this video after I posted on Facebook the song by the Spice Girls, which is Viva Forever. Yeah. So that's the thing, you know, Jerry Halliwell, who was Ginger Spice, she left the Spice Girls in, I think, May 1998. And, well, my initials, my name is Grant Salvin, so, you know, GS, Ginger Spice, or, you know, Spice Girls is SG. It's the other way around. So apparently, you know, Ginger Spice, apparently she was quite involved with that song. It was kind of her song, apparently. Like, she wrote it, maybe. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because I have a cousin called Andrew, and he married a woman called Eva, and her name is spelled I-V-A, which is very similar to the word Viva. Yeah. And the thing about Andrew is he has two parents, like most people do. And his parents are called Christine, Neil, and Donald Neil. Donald used to be Abraham, mentioned in the book of Genesis. Christine was Sarah from the book of Genesis. She was the wife of Abraham. Now the thing about Christine is that she is ginger. She is my Auntie Christine. And she behaves like the Antichrist. So, you know, it's an interesting thing, isn't it? Gingerbread man. Well, I guess you could call Donald Gingerbread man because he bred he bred two sons with a ginger woman. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's two, you know, bread is, the, you know, there's a food called bread, and to have sex and create offspring, children, is also called bread, B-R-E-D. And also the word red is in bread, strangely enough, and redheads are called ginger. Yeah, strange coincidence. Well, it's not, it's word magic. Okay, now, it's important because those people who are in my biological family, Christine, her husband Donald, and my two cousins, Andrew and Philip. They are evil. They act like they are God, and the world is treating them as if they are God. And they ignore me. Well, I'm hoping after this video that might change. I have eaten gingerbread men, as in the you get them from bakeries. They're kind of like cookies. It's a food item, and it's shaped in such a way to look like a man. And I would have consumed what people call gingerbread men, and lying spirits would have you believe that I am somebody else. In this case, Donald Neal, who is a very evil man. And he married a woman called Christine Reed, and obviously now she's Christine Neal. And he bred with her, had two sons. One is called Andrew Neal. He was Adam from the Garden of Eden, and he was also King David. And they had another son called Philip Neal. Who he was from biblical times, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. So yeah. It's not an accident, the fact that the President of the United States of America is called Donald Trump. Yeah, that's not an accident. I'll tell you something else. Christine and Donald have a cat at their house. There's a cat that they have, and the cat is called Boris. It's an interesting name, isn't it? Boris. It wasn't that long ago we had a prime minister in this country called Boris Johnson. Yeah, that's not an accident. It all has to do with magic that they are wielding, because they're lying evil spirit. They're demons, and they work with lying spirits to they are trying to steal power from me, and the world is falling apart. It's being destroyed. People are dying. Wars are happening. Illnesses are happening. Disease is happening. The economy is terrible. It's all falling apart because the world worships false gods. And those people happen to be my biological family, who don't believe in God. They're atheists, they're God haters, they hate Jesus, they hate God. Yet they are treated as if they are God. And it's not one of them in particular, it's all of them all together. The fact is that they are magicians, they are evil liars. I'm God. Me. Not them. So, what else did I want to say? Well, there's Jerry Halliwell. Okay, she was Ginger Spice. And what happened to her? Well, it's interesting because before she left the Spice Girls, she was, apparently she was in a lesbian relationship with Mel B. Which is interesting because when I was a child at that age, my mom had recently entered into a lesbian relationship, her first lesbian relationship. my mom and her girlfriend slept in the room next to me when I was a kid. You know, I went in 1998. I would have been about, well, at the time in May 1998, I would have been 10 years old. So yeah, my mum started her lesbian relationship when I was 8 years old, I think. And also my mum's 40th birthday, I used to have a friend called Melissa, and she got with a black woman at my house where I used to live in Brighton, which is quite bizarre. Yeah. Strange how magic works. And also, you know, Jerry Halliwell, well, she married Christian Horner. And also, apparently, Jerry Halliwell is a Christian. Apparently she, yeah, well, she claims to be a Christian. She did some, she did a alpha course evangelical program, according to Wikipedia. And not to mention, you know, also, you know, you may be aware she was in a film not that long ago called Gran Turismo. And obviously, my name is Grant. Yeah. I used to watch Formula One. It was probably the only sport that it was the sport that I watched the most. I was never really that fond of watching sports, although yeah, Formula One was my favourite. But for a while, you know, for quite a long time, I haven't had time to watch it, so I stopped watching. Yeah. And also, my mum, who died in 2021, her name was Fiona. Everyone called her Fee. And obviously, F1 kind of looks kind of like FI, doesn't it? It kind of looks like the name Fee. FI. Yeah. Anything else I want to add to this video? I am not ginger haired. I was actually, when I was born with blonde hair. My hair over the years has darkened. So it's kind of gone a sort of a, you know, I guess my hair was auburn? Is that the right auburn? Is that the right? Yeah. It was sort of, you know, blonde, brown, and it's just sort of gone browner. I've never been ginger though. So I've never had the hair color of ginger. And I've certainly never slept with a woman who's ginger either. So I think I'd remember. Yeah. Yeah. And when I say slept, I mean sex, right? I've never had sex with a woman who was ginger. Not yet, anyway. Who knows, maybe in the future. Yeah, it's an interesting thing, isn't it? Ginger. Because obviously Jerry is her name, and Ginger is spelled Gingeer. The GER is after GIN, and her first name starts GER. Yeah, I mean, German. Well, am I a German? Well, I suppose germs. Yeah, I mean, every human being has germs, right? I guess I could say I am germ man, in a sense. Yeah, I'm a dirty man. Well, it can be. Yeah. Anything else I think I should mention before I go? Yeah, maybe I'll mention. There was a song by Jerry Halliwell called "Angels in Chains," I think it's called. It's a song about George Michael, and the lyrics go, it's something like, "We're all angels in chains." I live in St. George's in Weston-super-Mare. Archangel Michael is beside me here, over my right shoulder. He's behind me. And for a long time, I have been a chain smoker. Okay? So, yeah. That's another thing I could point out. Anything else? I think I've explained enough, really. I am the gingerbread man. Why have I said that? Well, it's because people have put me under a spell to make out that I'm the gingerbread man. Demons are pretending that I'm a gingerbread man cookie biscuit thing. So, it's best that I point it out. Also, am I the snowman? I suppose in a sense, yeah. Maybe I am the snowman as well. I am man. I am God. I am God man. See, the reason I had to make this video, you see, my Aunt Christine, she couldn't tell the difference between her ginger pubes and my car. Yeah, that seems to be the problem, right? She can't tell the difference between her ginger hair and a gingerbread man, her husband, and my car and me. She can't tell. She doesn't know what the difference is, basically. She seems to have it all wrong. Because she's evil. And she's being led around by evil spirits who have very evil intentions. And so I have to make it very clear who I am and what I am not. So, I need to go to bed. It is almost 6 in the morning, so I think I shall go.